All right. Well, happy Halloween. This is my Paranormal Activity video. Paranormal Activity video was actually one of my favorite horror films when it came out there. I went to go see it every year. It was like a tradition between me and my friends that we would go see the Paranormal Activities. I almost didn't go see them, but a horror buff friend of mine told me about it. He said, "Well, we should go see it." I'm like, "All right, I guess we'll go see it." I like haunted house films anyway, especially if they're done right, and it's done with the found footage like Blair Witch. So I was kind of intrigued by it. So when I went to go see Paranormal Activity, I thought the movie was genuinely scary, but like the second half of the movie, I felt that was a little bit ridiculous because if that was me, I would not be sleeping in that house. I mean, with the demon walking up the stairs, like you hear someone walking up the stairs, and stomping up the stairs. Or even the first time, the first instance that I probably wouldn't be there was when that they heard this growl on downstairs, and then like when they go down there, they see this chandelier swinging. I probably would not be sleeping. I'll probably have a hard time sleeping in that house after that. And it looks like they're not even working, so I'll probably just sleep during the day and stay awake during that night with all that crap if I had to. But I'll probably be out of that house. Now, I know the movie said, like, no matter where you go, the demon's gonna follow you. But you know what? I'll just go anywhere but that house. I'll sleep at a freaking church if I had to. Especially when your girlfriend's being dragged out of bed by like some unknown force. I would probably get the hell out of there. The ending I felt was pretty iconic. I felt that Katie Featherstone would make a great horror villain type, like with Freddy and Jason. So I was really intrigued to see where else he would go with it, especially with the announcement of the second one, which is supposed to be like a continuation of the first one in a way. So like it takes place like before the first one and during and after, I think is how it's supposed to go. All I know is when I went to go see the second one, we were hyped. Like me and my friends went to go see it, and we couldn't wait. Every time there was a night scene, we're like, "Oh my god!" We're just like at the edge of our seats. But like nothing happened for like the first hour of the movie. It felt like I felt like I was watching a home video on the big screen. Nothing really happens till like the second half, and then like the one chick, the mom, she got dragged into the basement, and then she comes out like Katie like, and then like she like holds on to that hunter child, and she becomes crazy. But then like they have to go and exercise her in his basement or something during the scene that looks like REC or Rec or whatever you call it. And then Katie comes, kills him, the end of the movie. Take, walks away with the hunter baby, She takes the baby, kills her, end of movie. All right, whatever. But when the third one came out, the third one was great. Like me and my friends went to go see that one. We actually went to go see that one like before it came out. There was this big special screening before, like a day before the film actually came out, or 2 days before. So we got to like be one of the first people to see it, and we were just like, we thought felt the movie was genuinely scary. We were sitting there in that car afterwards, just talking about the film and how scary it was. There was some really good scares into the film. I felt the only thing that really sucked was the fact that it took place in the 80s and it felt focused on Katie and that Christy girl as like little kids when it should have been like a new family just so that you don't know what will happen with the little girls to keep the suspense up. Knowing that they're adults kind of ruins it a little bit. But oh no, there's some great scenes, especially at the end when they're at that grandma's house and like they're like slowly going through it. Then those witches come after him, and he's barricaded the house. He's pretty much screwed. Um, but yeah, there's like a lot of scenes like that, and the demon just seems a lot more meaner on that one, even though you never get a chance to see him, which is great. I thought that was a good one on their part. So when we found out that the fourth one was being made by the same guys that made the third one, we were really hyped. It was me and my friends went again, but we had to go to separate theaters for some reason. So me and my friend was sat there and we saw the fourth one, and that one was really boring. And also, if you're paying attention to it and not being bored, it's also a mess too. The movie just doesn't really make any sense whatsoever. So okay, so it's focused on like this girl, and like she finds this kid in her tree house or something, and like they had this kid come over and he's like really weird or whatever, and they have like this little brother that kind of like plays with them. Well, We you're supposed I guess you're supposed to think that this little kid coming over is Hunter, but no, it's the brother that's Hunter. And this little kid just like pisses off somewhere, like he just disappears the rest of the film. So it focuses on this their brother, I guess, who's Hunter. Now, why the witches gave Hunter to them in the first place, I really don't know. Nobody. What? Why is this kid coming over there? I don't know. They're just trying to have a film. So, and then like the girl finds Katie, and then Katie turns into a demon. And the best part of the movie was like the last like 5 minutes when like she's running away from like that demon Katie, and she's like trying to bust through the wall. That shit was pretty scary. And then like Demon Katie comes after her after she finds the witches and in the movie. I don't know. It was really boring. So when the marked ones was coming out, I really didn't have that much expectation for it. It was actually being touted as like a Hispanic um, Paranormal Activity, and they even had like hints of it, like in this newspaper at the end, some Hispanic thing. They were truly trying to build this thing up, and I didn't have very high expectations, but I was actually surprised. I actually pretty much liked it. I liked the characters in it. I like the new direction that they're taking. I like that Simon Says thing that he did. And he has like all these powers and stuff like that. And then, but like then at the end, they go to Grandma's house again, like the third one. And it just seemed like they're running out of ideas or something. I like the Grandma's house, but it was like the same crap all over again, except the guy's blowing witches away with a shotgun. And then they have like this time door, like they go back in time just an excuse to have Katie come back and reenact her scenes from the first one when she killed Mika. But sadly, that's the last time you see Katie Featherstone because in the sixth and last one called Ghost Dimension, she's not even in it. I don't know why. He's figured this character that they're building up, they'll have like some kind of end for her, but they don't. She's mentioned like a little bit, but it's mostly about the demon, and they wanted to show the demon on this one. And the demon looks incredibly awful. The CG looks awful. It's in 3D, and the 3D is awful too. The whole movie was awful. Me and my friends walked out of there, and I was so disappointed. There was nothing really all that memorable about it. The ending sucked. It almost seems like they just had to end it because they had to, because the series was losing money. They talked about they're going to answer all the questions in it, but they don't. You just have more questions. Um, they just sort of ended it prematurely. Ghost Dimension really sucked. The first three Paranormal Activity films is the best ones. After that, the series kind of just went downhill. Better answer that. But anyway, happy Halloween, and I'll be back next week with a Christmas and Star Wars.